Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 5, Episode 6, I believe this is. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys. First, let's start with Tiffany. Tiffany goes to see Destiny at Madani, okay? Because you guys know that Tiffany didn't make it to the Madani event. She has to get caught up on what happened. It's funny seeing Tiffany and Destiny together, considering they didn't see it for each other last season. Anyway, she apologizes to Destiny for not making it. Her and Lewis had a baseball game that they had to go to. But she heard that it was quite eventful. Who was all there? Well, Destiny said there were people here that shouldn't have been here, namely Stormy and Mel. And she said that Stormy did come bringing gifts, flowers, Gucci purse. And Tiffany was like, well, that's good, isn't it? And Destiny was just sort of like, no, it wasn't. Well, Tiffany says that actually Stormy has sent her things before, sent her flowers before, and she kind of feels like Stormy is actually on the up and up. You know, just trying to... Stormy got started on the wrong foot, so I think Stormy is trying to readdress and come a little differently, and Destiny kind of agrees with her. You know what, you're right. Actually, Stormy did come, and she wasn't really on no bullshit. Maybe her and Stormy will get to have a sit down, a talk, once she can get her mental there, but she was not there on the day of the event. And it was hard for her to try to even accept Stormy because Stormy was there and that was one thing. And then Mel showed up and then she was like, and Mel didn't speak. She came in, she didn't speak. And I was like, okay, Destiny, now I will admit that I didn't hear her say anything either. However, it was very clear on the show that she did speak when she came inside. And I'm wondering, I'm sure somebody had to tell Destiny that Melody did speak, but Destiny is going to hold on to this she didn't speak because I guess she wants to continue to be mad. It's just like, okay, somebody heard it, obviously. So why is Destiny still acting like she didn't know that Melody spoke? And so then Destiny goes on to tell her how after Melody came in there and fucked up her stuff, then she went outside and confronted Wanda. And they was all this fussing and all this carrying on outside. Tiffany was like, they were doing all that at your event? And she was like, yes, they were, because they don't care about my business. I was like, girl, they don't care about you. I have a feeling that Destiny won't be back next season. You better stay in good with Carlos King, girl, because it ain't looking too good for you. Tiffany was just like, oh my goodness, all that going on at your shop. It's like, did they tarnish your shop's reputation? Well, a little birdie told me that the reputation of the shop probably needed all of that excitement because nobody goes there. People are complaining that the shop is always closed. We saw from the show that she only had a couple of shelves. I didn't want to bring attention to it because I was trying not to be negative, but she only had a few things in there. It's just sort of like, girl, now what's happening in this shop exactly? I know it is hard to get a shop that carries like quality products. You have to sell a certain amount before you can even get a certain quality of product in your store. So I'm sure she's running into that problem. And then I hear that getting into the black beauty supply business is difficult, okay? That it's a lot of people that have been doing it for years and they've clicked together and, they don't let outsiders in. So Destiny has that to face as well. And then she's gotten into it with one of the prime people in Huntsville that has a business that could actually help her, but she's not friends with her. I'm like, Destiny, let's think about the business, girl. You need to be friends with Stormy, considering she has a very successful product that people want and people buy, and they will come to your store and get it. So, yeah. Get it together, Destiny. But Destiny says she doesn't even know how this affects her shop, okay? Because everything just happened. So she doesn't even know what the fallout will be. Now, later on, we see Tiffany. She goes to Stormy's estate, okay? Beautiful estate. You can tell that Stormy is doing well. I am still very proud of Stormy, okay? It's good to see I shouldn't call her a hood girl, but it's good to see, like, the girl from around the way, do good. I can tell that her products are doing very well for her, okay? So Tiffany goes there to talk to Stormy. Again, very strange considering where they started off, but Tiffany's got to get the 411 on who dropped kicked who, right? So She gets there. Stormy comes down, meets her in the driveway with her big fluffy dog. Okay. And she's telling the dog, like, the dog's not going to go away. Look, she's not going to go past that point. And baby, that dog was just like, you got all these cameras and people here. Okay. I'm going to slip away while I can. Okay. So she was just like, no, don't go. Her husband comes down looking like, huh. Okay. Anyway, Tiffany notices that she has horses over there. Beautiful horses. I mean, just the state is very, very nice. They go over there and feed the horses for a second. It's so nice to see us, doing well like that. So good for Stormy. Anyway, they sit and they talk. Okay, where's the baby? And Stormy was like, oh, actually, I just fed the baby and, he's down for a nap. She says she loves the whole experience of mommyhood. She didn't think that she was going to be able to do it. Okay, and now she got her one. And maybe. Okay, her and her husband might try for a number 2. Okay, she was against it totally at first because, she was so traumatized from her first pregnancy, I'm sure. Tiffany still is on that wanting to have a baby train too. And I was just sort of like, Tiffany, I don't know, girl. I just don't know. We still ain't forgot about you and Lewis with Dr. Frantic, child. It ain't looking like that's where y'all need to be going right now. Anyway. Right when they're about to get started, the storm comes. One of those down south storms that hit out of nowhere. You guys have to be down here to understand that shit it'll be sunny, beautiful, and all of a sudden a black cloud will roll in, and honey, you'll have torrential downpours for about 15, 20 minutes, and then it'll clear away and it'll be back sunny, honey, and hot and burn away all of the wetness on the ground. You wouldn't even know it was raining. Anyway, they run up the driveway and go sit on her patio. Okay, so what's been going on? Tiffany trying to get all of the sides. Okay, you know how it is. Somebody got their side and that person got their side, and then somewhere mixed in there is the truth. So Stormy, what was your take from your viewpoint? Stormy was like, girl, I ain't never seen nothing like it before in my life. She was like, first of all, Destiny, was upset with us for coming. And, I'm just here trying to support Black business. Her and Mel got into it. And she couldn't understand why, because Mel wasn't on no aggressive, on no aggressive shit or anything. Tiffany just was sort of like, okay, hold on. Destiny is telling me that she was, and you're telling me that she wasn't. And Stormy was like, no, she wasn't really on nothing. Really, it was a passive aggressive that Mel was on. Mel wasn't in her face trying to start no shit or anything, but Mel had to know that Destiny was going to feel a way about her being there. Maybe they could try to see how Destiny might feel in this circumstance. However, Destiny didn't need to go following Mel out of the damn store when Mel walked out and was just like, next time you come in here, you need to speak. First of all, Stormy says she did speak when she came in. Secondly, if she had something to say to Mel, she should have said it while she was in the store. All that going out after her and everything, which we all agree with, was ridiculous. Because it was just like, girl, you had to wait until you got some courage to go after Mel. You had to wait until there was a good enough distance between the two of you before you said something. Like, why did you even, if you didn't say it while she was in your face, girl, gone, just gone. Okay, so then she tells her Mel went outside and she still wasn't on no rah-rah nothing. Okay, and she approached Wanda, and that's when all hell broke loose. She was like, girl, I ain't never seen, I just didn't know grown women act this way. Like, Wanda really wanted to fight. And all I know is they ain't gonna be calling me ratchet anymore. I said, no, they not, girl, not with this beautiful estate and everything. Even though you got the gold, you do have the gold Mercedes truck. So she was like, y'all ain't gonna be telling me I'm the ghetto one up in here. Compared to Galentine's event, this was totally 20 times worse. Tiffany was like, well, I wonder if it's gonna be bad on Madani's reputation. I don't know why Tiffany is so worried about Madani's reputation. And Stormy was just like, honey, she better be glad she had any action in that damn store. I mean, she didn't say it like that, but that's what she might as well have said, because don't nobody go to Madani. And so she need to take advantage of all of whatever happened. She need to take advantage. Girl, have a Miss Wanda and Mel fight sale. Come in there and get you some wig glue or some like weave string, for half off. Enough about that. Stormy's product, I don't know the name of it, you guys, I'm sorry, but she is going to be filming a commercial. And get this, she wants Tiffany, of all people, to be in her hair care commercial. Is it just hair care or is it other stuff too? I'm assuming it might be other things too. But anyway, she wants Tiffany to be in the commercial. And Tiffany was like, I'd love to do it. I was just like, well, look at here. Tiffany getting work and everything. That's right. Go on and be friends with the ones that can help you. Because we ready for Tiffany to be off the show too. Okay. Stormy says, okay, well, I'll be in touch, when we get ready to start doing the commercial. Now, later on, we see Stormy meets with Destiny because Stormy still wants to have a conversation. So Destiny goes to the warehouse and we see that this is an official business, honey. Big warehouse. There's a guy there who's telling her about, how the day went, how much they got packaged, ready to go, shipments and whatnots. And then Destiny gets there. Okay, so we're going to try to get on one accord. So they sit down and, Stormy was just like, when I got there, I just felt like I was trying to be, like on the positive. All right, I'm there. I'm supporting the Black business or whatever. I got the flowers and the stuff. And, Destiny was like, you know what? You're right. You did come correct. You did come, correct. It's just that I was already just not in the headspace to receive really you or anything that came with you. And Stormy was just like, well, I guess I understand that, and Destiny was like, and I do appreciate the purse and everything. She's not going to carry that purse though. It's funny though, because I don't remember them saying in the conversation, they did show in the commercial that Destiny was going to say that she didn't want to be anybody's like, feeling sorry for him or whatever, but I didn't hear her actually say that in the actual part of the show. Did they edit it or did I just miss it? Anyway, Destiny said that she would have much rather had Stormy's product in her store than having her purse. But like I said, even though Stormy started to explain to her about the issue with her products being in her store, I'm not really sure what Stormy was saying. I couldn't figure out what she was saying. But I do know that there are certain products, just like, for example, I buy CHI products for my hair and also my weave wig hair, whatever. But they don't sell it everywhere because it's too expensive. So like if you go to a certain little mom and pop beauty supply, like just in your area or whatever, they may not have it. But if you go to the bigger beauty supply stores, then they'll have the product, okay, because they sell a certain amount and all of that. So that may be what Stormy was trying to explain to Destiny. I don't know. But she told her the whole situation, the reason why she didn't, okay? Anyways, Stormy was just like, like Mel said, we don't really have a beef. We really shouldn't be fighting. Destiny did agree, okay? And Stormy feels like Destiny and Mel need to get past whatever the issues are, and maybe they can sit down and they can speak. And Destiny was like, listen, if you want me and you to be good, like, you need to leave me and Mel alone, okay? And I get it. Everybody is trying to just play nice with each other and all. However, it's just certain times when bitches just don't like each other, okay? And Mel and Destiny, I think, have gotten past them even trying to make up. I don't see them being friends, okay? Because Destiny, for whatever reason, doesn't know how to play along to get along. And Mel being, Mel can be a lot as well. Destiny and Mel they just ain't gonna jail. They just ain't gonna, they ain't gonna jail. Stop trying to make these two friends. Now, Stormy said Destiny just want to be mad. And she does. Because really, you can get over it. Like, you just have to just be like, I see what time the bitch is on, and that's how I'm going to deal with her from here on. You ain't got to be ruining your whole day and your whole life and everything because Mel is around, And then, if you're going to keep it 100, girl, Mel is the executive producer on the show, even though I know they say that the executive producers don't have, opinions, or they don't have say in who is and isn't on the show. However, I think you need to still just figure out a way for you and Mel to kind of be able to coexist without it being what it was on the last episode. So Stormy says that they all need to move forward, and Destiny says she's Gucci. Okay, no pun intended. Boom. Now, next, let's talk about the Scotts, child. This whole episode was them talking about what happened at the fight last week. So, Maurice and Kimmy are out on their patio, and they're just talking about what happened the day before. And Leticia gets there, okay? And she sits down, and they were like, well, where's Maurice? And she was like, I don't know. I guess he coming. He mad at me. And they were like, what is he mad at you for? Well, they had a big argument the night before, which was after the event, and she's saying that Marcel was mad at her because she would not shut up talking. Okay, he wanted her to just be silent and listen to him, and she was just like, first of all, who the hell you think you talking to? Like, you not fixing to tell me that I can't say anything. Okay, this is my mom that's getting into a fight with this girl, and I'm at least going to have a conversation with my mother. Like, you can't stop me. And she was like, and I wish that you would just talk to him about like how he talks to me, because that is not okay. Maurice was like, yeah, well, we can talk to Marcel till we're blue in the face. Okay, Marcel gonna do what Marcel gonna do. Marcel don't listen to anybody. Marcel marches to his own fucking drum. So it's not really going to change Marcel, is what they're trying to tell Leticia. Anyway, Marcel does finally show up, and he's irritated. And his view is that the tension was building up between two people who really weren't even going to get into a fight. And they basically had built up this environment where the other people that were around them, the people that love them, the people that care for them, the people that don't want to see anything happen to them, they were going to jump in, they were going to intervene, and you're causing all of these people to have a fight. You got all of these other people trying to step in and fix your problem. And he has a problem with that. He doesn't want Leticia engaging in anything like that. He doesn't even want to have to deal with it himself. Marcel is so fed up with the whole thing. Like, listen, Wanda just don't need to be. How many times have we all had this conversation? It's so funny because it's just sort of like you guys all keep on talking about Wanda, but Wanda still shows up. Okay, Wanda definitely has some pull on this show for them to want her to come because she's the one that creates all the drama. However, it's so many people that are getting affected by it that it's just sort of like, when do you get to a point where you're just like, Wanda just don't need to come around? Like, why we got to be having meetings and sit downs and talks and everything about somebody else stupid ass mama? Like, you just be like, your mama can't come, okay? And you can be mad and hurt all you want. Your mama can't come. Your mama can come to y'all shit and we won't be there. But your mama can't come to nobody's shit around me, none of this. Why is that so hard for everybody to do? Well, because Wanda is the draw. Wanda keeps people watching the show. So there's that problem. So, Marcel was just like, he doesn't like the fact that his family was in danger. People could have gone to jail. Somebody could have got hurt. Somebody potentially could have gotten killed. I don't think it would have gotten to that point. But you got all of these tempers, you got all of these people, and Wanda at the end of the day is the cause of it. And he's tired of putting his family in danger. He's not going to do it anymore. All right, so something has to be done about Wanda. Now, Leticia and Kimmy had gone inside, and, they were just talking about it too. Kimmy was trying to get Leticia to understand, like, listen, Marcel loves you. You're his wife. He has to protect you. And Kimmy was just like, Leticia was just like, yeah, I know I got all that, but you can't tell me that I can't say nothing. This is my mom, and you mean to tell me you want me to just be quiet? Like, Leticia was just like, don't later for that. Okay, that was season 1, baby. We on season 4.5. Okay, so I should be able to say what the hell I want to say. I wasn't gonna get in no fight. I know how to control myself. Okay, I wasn't gonna physically fight anybody, but I also need to have a conversation with my mom, and I need to have a conversation with somebody about my mom. So don't tell me to not say nothing. Be quiet. Like, I'm not no damn slave. Don't be disrespectful to me. I said, listen to Leticia. Child, that's different from Leticia season 1, ain't it? Leticia and Kimmy go back out there and they're talking, and Leticia's just like, I don't want to work with Martell. Okay, Marcel seems to think that it's going to all work out well, but I don't want to work with him anymore. And Marcel was just like, well, I guess we're not going to be able to work together because I can't, the president of the company, if she doesn't want to do it, then we just probably not going to be able to do it. It's too bad. It's a lost opportunity. And Maurice was like, well, you don't think you could just hire him like for certain jobs or whatever? And he was just like, well, you can't really hire an unlicensed contractor. So there's that. Okay. So I guess that's the answer to our question. Martell still hasn't gotten his builder's license. Martell is going to have to get that license. He is relying on too many people for his own success. Everybody will say that Martell is very good at his job. That means that you're going to have to buckle down the best way you can and pass that fucking license. That is holding you back. Because anytime you have to continue to rely on other people to get your business done that you know that you're good at, okay, you're going to have to do it, Martell. He going to have to do it. Sorry. Now, later on at Black, we see Leticia and Marceau. And we already had saw the commercial, so we knew what was coming. Okay, Funky Dineva. Okay, mama named him Quentin Latham. Our OG YouTube extraordinaire personality who has been able to parlay that into just a whole bunch of different opportunities. Good for him. We know that he's good friends with Carlos King, and he's been friends with this group of people off of the show because we've seen on his channel him talking about the show, him, you know, interviewing different people from the show and all of that. So he's had a relationship with them, but this is his first time that he's actually physically on the show. So, you know, he comes in and there's a little small talk. Marceau is saying how, you know, he loves Q. He calls him Q. And says that he's never had any issues with him. You know, even the fact that he's gay, that has never been a problem. Marceau was just like, you know, when men have a problem with him just because he's you know, gay, that actually shows their insecurities about themselves, and that they, you know, I was just like, oh, shut up, Marceau. We all know. Okay. Anyway, Leticia's nervous. You can tell. Okay, because she's not really sure what Funky Dineva's gonna say, and he was just like, listen, I heard through the grapevine that your mama came to the event and it was a big ass fight out there, and you was out there and Mel was out there and Martell, and I saw Mel trying to stop Martell and y'all all fighting. Like, what's all that about? Was your mama talking about somebody's kid? Well, you know, Mel had went outside to confront my mom about the live that she had did. Okay, the live where she was talking about Mel's and Martell's child possibly not being Martell's. Marceau was just like, Mel and Wanda was getting started up and Leticia was getting involved. Martell was holding Mel, and, you know, Marceau was having to get to Leticia and everything, and Quentin was just like, see, that's the whole thing. Women be putting men in dangerous situations with all of this, okay? Women gonna argue, men gonna fight. I've told you guys this 100,000 times, that men like to resolve shit. They don't want to have arguments. They don't want to talk and everything. They gonna get to some sort of solution, and usually it's physical if it gets that heightened. So women put men in this situation to have to fight because now all of this other shit is going on. But the bottom line is, why do you guys keep inviting your mama, who starts so much shit? Why do you keep on bringing her? And then you justify the things that your mom says to other people as if it's okay, when you know for a fact that it isn't. He tells her that your mom is fighting your battles, and we all know that. And Leticia was like, well, I get that, okay? But her mom is feisty, and she tells her mom to stop, but she can't control her. And Funky was just like, okay, so at what point do you stop all of this? Okay, because she is completely ruining your relationships with other people. She has a problem with everybody else that's in your life. At what point do you say, Mom, you can't come around no more? Okay, so she's about to say something, and Marceau was like, you better not even agree with him, because I have been saying this to you for years. Everybody has been saying this to her for years. All of a sudden, she gonna understand because Funky Dineva is there. He was like, tell your mama to shut the hell up and mind her business. And if you can't do that, then you can't come around anymore. No, she can't come around no more, period. Not if anymore. No, Wanda can't come around no more. It's not if you can't do this. It's just that you've already had enough chances, and we don't want to fuck with you no more. That means you can't come around anymore. Now, let's jump over to Mel and Martell. Martell was just like, well, after the mess at Madani, I've come by Mel's house to check on her and make sure that she's okay. So he gets to her house, and she was just like, well, Martell, I appreciate you coming by today, especially after everything that happened. And I appreciated you then, too. okay, talking about what happened yesterday. So she was just like, the whole thing was just such a mess. You know, when she got there, she did speak to Destiny. Destiny is saying that she didn't speak. You know, Martell was just like, well, did you speak? And she was just like, I did. She just a liar. That's why Mel wasn't really studying Destiny, because really Destiny was not the reason why Mel was there anyway. Okay, Mel really could have just stayed outside and had what she needed to have with Wanda, but I guess she was trying to be, I don't know. She went inside because she was calling herself supporting black business or whatever. Maybe they told her she had to go in there or whatever. Like I told you guys, on her actual live, she seemed like she didn't want to be there, period. Okay, but she said she wasn't studying Destiny. Then that's when she saw Wanda. And you know me, Martell, I'm always calm, cool, and collected, because, you know, I wasn't worried about a doggone thing. But then it became a mess. And we saw Wanda. Wanda was swinging. She started all of the confusion. Martell was just like, all of a sudden, I just felt somebody push me from behind, and it was Miss Wanda. And then they were like, and then what about Maurice getting all in on Marceau like that? You know, all she knows is that it was Maurice and Marceau and Martell, and it looked like they was going to try to jump on Martell, and she was not going to be there. That was not going to happen, not on her watch. So they were just like, yeah, Miss Wanda don't need to come around, okay? She just don't need to come around. She starts too much mess, and it's just got to a point where nobody can really get along when Miss Wanda's there. I don't want her around me. I don't want her in my space. But you know what? What Mel and Martell finally do agree on is that they are still family at the end of the day. Even with all of the shit that's happened, the fact that they have 4 kids together, they gonna always be family. And I guess Mel is not gonna sit there and watch Martell get jumped by 2 brothers, regardless of how she feels about Martell. You just not fixing to do that to my baby daddy. So it was nice to see that Mel and Martell was able to find some common ground in all of this. So this is what we gonna do. Martell says that he feels like, you know, maybe we can all sit down, you know, the 6 of us, and the original come back and see if we can, you know, be at least cordial with each other. Okay, Mel. I agree. We should at least be able to be cordial. Yeah, everybody should be able to be cordial, but is that a show? Everybody just being fake nice to each other? I mean, that ain't gonna work either. Mel was just like, so much has happened now. Can the group get back? Like, can we all get back together? And Martell believes that they can, but she was just like, sometimes shit just need to be done. I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think? I mean, it's a lot of water under the bridge. Okay, even though some of it is kind of facetious and shallow and stupid reasons to be fighting, but then there's some other things that they're fighting about that are deep-seated, deep-rooted, not so easily solvable. Okay, so what y'all think about that? I must say that when I saw the little previews for the commercial, for next week, I did have a little twinge of nostalgia when I saw them all sitting together at the table. Because I was just like, God, the show started off with such promise. This group was going to, you know, make a difference for lower income families or people that just don't have the opportunities to buy homes and stuff. Like, they were going to be the ones to help these people. It started off so grand and great. And now look at where it is. We fighting in front of an old second, third rate beauty supply store. Child, it's terrible. Now, later on, we see Martell goes to see his boy Chris Fletcher. Martell tells us, well, they've said that Huntsville is the #1 city to live in America. So I'm going to buy a new home. And I was just like, Huntsville? Child, now who who took that survey? Child, I'm sure that Huntsville is nice. I'm not trying to shit on y'all city or nothing, but what I'm saying is just like, Huntsville? It done snuck up and hit us like that? We didn't know. Y'all, what's happening in Huntsville? Do I need to make a trip? Y'all know that ain't too far from Atlanta. So anyway, Chris was just like, so how's everything been? Okay, and Martell's like, everything's been good. Everything's been good. And how are the M&M kids doing? Well, the M&M kids are doing well. Me and Mel are really trying to just make sure that we, you know, are good for the kids, trying to stay in a positive space for the kids. You know, it's all about the kids. As a matter of fact, he's even going to Destin on vacation with the family. Say what? Yep. You know, I'm just going to take it one step at a time. We want to show a very positive atmosphere for the kids. So Chris was just like, oh, okay, so you guys had that big fight down there in Madani and everything. You know, I guess you guys had each other's backs. And Martell was just like, oh, yes, we definitely did. Because Miss Wanda tried to hit Mel from the back. What? Did she really? Yeah, man, it was a mess. She just be doing too much. And Chris was like, so did that affect your situation with Marceau? And Martell was just like, yeah, actually it did. You know, it is a sticky spot because, you know, I've always tried to run my business with integrity. And it's going to be really hard to be in business with people when you don't get along with the business owner's mama, who is always in the way, and the president of the company listens to the mama more than she listens to any fucking body else. So it's a missed opportunity. It doesn't look like Marceau and Martell are going to be working together with Scolt. So anyway, he tells Chris that he told Mel that he's thinking that maybe they can get the original 6 back together. They can sit down and have a conversation about everything. You know, maybe we can go back to the way things were and, you know, we can talk about the issues. Chris was just like, having Melody and Leticia sit together at the same table. You sure about that? And he was just like, we'll keep them separated. We won't let anything happen. So that's what's going on there. But in the meantime, Martell is there. He gonna buy him a house, okay? And, you know, I don't really have any time because the house that I'm in now is up. The lease is up in 6 months. So we got to get started. Chris was like, well, I mean, you don't never know. You say you need a house now, but you about to go with Mel to Destin. You don't know what might happen in Destin. And Martell was just like laughing, like, yeah, you don't know what's going to happen. I said, I know what's going to happen. Y'all going to go have a good time and you're going to get back and you're going to fall out and the shit is going to be all messed up all over again. Y'all gonna be on social media fighting about custody and all of this and saying you want full custody because Mel don't do nothing and yada, yada, yada. All right. All of this happy, fun little get along is only for temporary, child. It's too bad, though, because when Mel and Martell are civil with each other, they're so much more pleasant. So much more pleasant. Both of them. Okay. So it's too bad. But hopefully, now that Martell done moved on with Sheree, and he didn't gain them problems with Real Housewives, because they say that Martell had a big argument with Kenya while they was filming. Maybe now he'll be distracted over there with Sheree, and him and Mel can get along and co-parent the way that they need to. Anyway, you guys, that's it. Now, we done had this fight on episode 5. Child, what we gonna do for the next 10 episodes? Y'all know we still got 10 episodes, right? What is gonna happen in 10 episodes? All right, you guys, that is it. Let me get off of here and go finish my Sunday. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Oh, also before I go, thank to everybody who watched my videos, the shorts that I put up yesterday. Okay. It wasn't a whole bunch, but all of them added up together, and you guys actually, it's going to be a good day, I can tell. So I'm really, really grateful because the rock stars always have my back. And Rocky love y'all. Y'all want a hug? All right. Bitch, you ain't said nothing but a word, and I got some room up in this car. I'm in Mr.'s truck today, so I got some room. Come on, give me like, Oh, my knee, y'all. Oh, it's too much. Yeah, Rocky love y'all because y'all do take care of me. And I just, you know, I appreciate that you guys did take the time and just let the video play. Okay. But I'm going to get off of here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.